Origins of the split. The division between Sunni and Shia Islam dates back to the 7th century after the death of Prophet Muhammad in 632 CE. Sunni believed that leadership should be determined through consensus. They supported Abu Bakr, a close companion of Muhammad, as the first caliph, leader of the Muslim community. Shia believed that leadership should remain within the Prophet's family, specifically with Ali, his cousin and son-in-law. They argue that Muhammad appointed Ali as his rightful successor at Ghadir Qum. Leadership beliefs. The concept of leadership in Islam is a major dividing factor. Sunni follow the caliphate system, where rulers are chosen based on consensus, military strength, and governance. Caliphs are seen as political and military leaders, but not infallible religious authorities. Shia follow the imamate system, believing that leadership should pass through the al-Bayt, the Prophet's family, starting with Ali and continuing through his descendants. Shias view their imams as divinely appointed and spiritually infallible. View on the first caliphs. Sunni recognize Abu Bakr, Umar, and Uthman as the first 3 caliphs before Ali. They honor them as the Prophet's closest companions and defenders of Islam. Shia reject Abu Bakr, Umar, and Uthman as rightful leaders. They believe these caliphs wrongfully took leadership from Ali, whom they see as the only legitimate successor. Importance of imams. Sunni use the term imam generally for prayer leaders and scholars, but do not attribute divine authority to them. Shia consider the imams to be divinely guided leaders, free from sin, infallible, who serve as spiritual guides and the rightful successors of the Prophet. The 12er Shia believe in a lineage of 12 imams. Religious authority, Sunni. Religious scholars, ulama, provide interpretations of Islamic teachings, but they do not hold absolute spiritual authority. The Sunni world lacks a central religious figure. Shia have a structured religious hierarchy with ayatollahs, high-ranking clerics, serving as spiritual leaders. The grand ayatollahs hold significant influence, especially in countries like Iran. Religious texts. Sunni follow the Quran and the Hadiths, sayings of the Prophet, from multiple sources, including narrations from Abu Bakr, Umar, and Aisha, Muhammad's wife. Shia also follow the Quran but prioritize Hadiths narrated by Ali and his family. Some Shia collections, such as Al-Kafi, differ from Sunni Hadith compilations. Ashura, commemoration. Sunni observe Ashura, 10th of Muharram, as a day of fasting, remembering the rescue of Prophet Moses and the victory of Muslims in battle. Shia mark Ashura as a day of mourning for the martyrdom of Imam Hussein, the grandson of Muhammad, who was killed in the Battle of Karbala, 680 CE, by the Umayyad forces. Shia ceremonies include self-flagellation, reenactments, and public processions. Prayer differences. Sunni perform 5 separate prayers throughout the day. Shia allow combining some prayers, reducing them to 3 sessions instead of 5, e.g. noon and afternoon prayers together. Hand position in prayer. Sunni fold their hands across the chest or stomach while praying. Varies by school. Shia keep their hands at their sides during prayer. Religious holidays. Sunni celebrate Eid al-Fitr after Ramadan and Eid al-Adha after Hajj. Shia celebrate the same Eids but also mark Eid al-Ghadir, which commemorates Muhammad's alleged declaration of Ali as his successor. Views on temporary marriage. Muta. Sunni prohibit temporary marriage, considering it an old practice that was later banned. Shia allow muta, temporary marriage, under specific conditions, viewing it as a legitimate contract. Pilgrimage and holy sites. Sunni recognize Mecca, Medina, and Jerusalem as the main holy sites. Shia also revere sites associated with their imams, such as Karbala, Iraq, Najaf, where Ali is buried, and Qom, Iran. Clergy system. Sunni do not have an official clergy hierarchy. Scholars gain influence based on knowledge. Shia have a structured system with ayatollahs and a supreme leader in Iran, holding both religious and political power. Views on Mahdi, messianic figure. Sunni believe in the coming of the Mahdi, a righteous leader who will appear before the end of time. Shia believe the 12th Imam, Mahdi, is already born but is currently in occultation and will return as the savior. Hadith collections. Sunni consider Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim as the most authentic hadith collections. Shia prioritize their own hadith collections, such as Al-Kafi, which include narrations primarily from the Prophet's family. Gender and religious practices. Sunni tend to have more traditional gender roles, limiting women's leadership roles in religious settings. Shia. Some sects allow more flexibility in women's religious and social roles. Global population. Sunni make up 85 to 90% of the global Muslim population. Shia make up 10 to 15%, with major populations in Iran, Iraq, Bahrain, and Lebanon. Political influence. Sunni dominate the political landscape in Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Turkey, and most of the Muslim world. Sunni-majority countries often align with Western allies. Shia have strong influence in Iran, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen, often opposing Sunni-led governments. The Shia-led Iranian government has shaped much of Shia politics. While Sunni and Shia Islam share the core beliefs of Islam, their political, historical, and religious differences have shaped distinct traditions, rituals, and theological beliefs. Despite their differences, both groups contribute to the global Muslim community and continue to coexist in many regions.